amazing to be here, guys. I want to start first of all to thank the Almighty God. I want to thank my incredible business partner, Isa, my wife. And I want to thank the team that has made us who we are. Guys, I came to this convention in 2014, like every other one. And I was sitting at 201. The theme for that convention was Turning Point. Turning Point. I felt like WFG set that theme for me. And I needed that turning point so bad. See, as an immigrant, I was raised by a single mom because my dad passed away when I was still 10 years old. My mom had no prior education, folks. Zero. And so she and I had to work on the farm so hard for me to go to school because there was no free education. And 90% of the time I was kicked out of school because I could not afford for tuition. So I barely tried to work to make up for that tuition. I was blessed enough that after university graduate, I started working and I had a chance to come to the United States in search of the greener pastures. That lady became my hero. I'll go to the farm in the morning before I go to school, and I'll come back from school and I'll go to the farms. Little did I know that that hard work was an audition for who I'm going to be today. Came here, went into nursing like most immigrants. It's the fastest way to start making money. Became a registered nurse. For some reason, I find myself in the department of nursing called hospice, palliative care. Some of you are familiar. It's end-of-life care. And if you don't know what that means, until you can look into the eyes of that individual, that they've said, the man upstairs, they have 6 months or less to live. And I want you to imagine what kind of conversations are going in that household. And those are the conversations that I had for 9 years, folks. And because palliative care is that not aggressive, we have the chance to have conversations that were beyond medicine. So we talk, faith, family, and finances. Guess where it hit hard? The financial part. Guys, people are full of regret, full of financial regret. And always the missing part is that financial education, no protection. Some even have the wrong type of insurance, guys, take it from me. People pay the insurance policies for 10, 15 years, then on their dying bed it says it's AD&D. They have no idea what that was. True. Which means if you're sitting down with individuals, please do your due diligence, even when they say I have a policy. Please do that policy review. Because most of them don't have the right policies. I've seen this across the board, with these patients dying every single day. I live in a county called Montgomery County. They say the state will provide $800 of funeral assistance. That $800 cannot even do cremation. And it wipes out in the month of April. What happened to the rest of the people that die after and they cannot afford? I became a frequent flyer to the board of anatomy, calling every single time. They already knew my voice because we have another one. The family will tell Levi, we're sorry, we cannot take the body. That is a dad, that is a mom, that's a son, that's a husband of someone, and the family cannot take that body because they cannot afford for cremation. We have work to do, guys. I left that convention, walking out of this room that day, and I made a decision. I made a decision deep inside me. And I said, these people will know my name. These people will know my name. And that's the one critical thing you need to make today. What kind of decision do you make living out of here? I went back home, quit everything, quit nursing, opened an office, $3,000, no income coming in here. Familiar? Guess who? Every single day I go on the call, they say scenario of disaster. I invite and say, today we're going to have a pack house. The only person that showed up was my wife. She was my trainee, she was my guest, she was my everything. I will stand ahead of office on the 6th floor. I'll be looking at the window, hoping the next car I see that's my guest. No, it's not my guest. The next car, I say, this is it. then it's a Caucasian. I say, I didn't have a Caucasian on my list. And the next car, familiar? Then the very two that you recruit, they quit the next day. Right? Hey guys, what I'm just saying is that if you were hanging on here with us, you will eventually win. We had an office for 3 months, I only had one guest, one trainee, and it was my wife. But we never stopped. When I flip it to go to kitchen table, and then I'll invite them in the kitchen and say, come check out the big environment. And that's how we started building the business. I was the biggest introvert you can imagine. I wouldn't look at anyone in the face to make a conversation. But how did this introvert get to recruit someone like Mama Africa who spoke yesterday? How did this introvert who couldn't even look at someone in the face, how did they get to recruit someone like the record breaker, Daniel Fombo and Linda, who were here on stage? It was because the crusade. It was the crusade that one family, one more, can be saved. It was the crusade that these patients that are in their dying bed to have a smile on the face that their families are different from when they met us. And that's what makes all the difference, folks. That's what makes all the difference. I'll leave you with this. As I built this business over the years, 2020 was COVID. I'm sitting in this Zoom call, and they said it's the CEO run, EVC run, and all of that. And Rich said, you want to win in this business, you need to take 18 months off and be obsessed with some of the numbers. He said, be obsessed with recruiting. And I changed the word. I said, obsessed with massive recruiting. Massive recruiting. And I wrote it down. Which is my invitation to you today. People need us, folks. Second is massive licensing obsession. You're in the distribution of financial services. You can't distribute without outlets. How frequently, how fast do you get that individual that you recruit to get a license? The third obsession is the obsession to, I'm talking about massive obsession to getting these individuals to be net licenses. Why? JOB is calling their names on the other side. If you don't make them make that $1,000 fast, they'll quit. How fast do you make them make $1,000? And the last but not the least is leadership development. Be obsessed with it. The same you is not going to pay you $1 million. Be obsessed with it. And I took those four and I put a blindfold, guys, and I went to work. I would license over 2,000 licenses in a short time frame of being in business. What I give you hope here, guys, if you're in this room, guys, there are people out there struggling that need us. Accept that this is real. Shame on you if one of those is your family and is in their dying bed and they're struggling financially. Do your due diligence. They need us. Please, let's go help America. They need us in every aspect. Thank you. We'll see you all at the top.